Thank you so much for your $5 donation custom. If the tailed beasts are needed to help Ninja versus future threats, will they lend their chakra to Boruto or Kawaki? Question mark. So like the tailed beasts are like frolicking and roaming free, right? And that's cute and all, and we're so happy, pro freedom over here. Like, but Naruto's out here lacking. We kind of need your help. Like, where are you guys? Like, hey, you're a target. Clearly Momoshiki's still around, and clearly this was one of his motivations. So what's stopping him from doing this? You could say that, okay, well, now the whole Otsutsukification process is a little different, but we still, like, clearly he can still manifest, and they're not besties, Boruto and Momoshiki yet. So you're still a target, bro. And any other Otsutsuki would target you naturally, similar to what Momoshiki did. So come back into the fold, become Jinchuuriki just for the time being, and lend us some power, bro. I think that would be pretty impactful, but alas, I'm not really sure what the writers want to do with the Tail Beasts. But yeah, what do you guys think?
I think it would be dope if they implemented the Tail Beast back into the series just to give them their last little final hoorah, if you will. Keep like kind of their promise to Naruto. If they're going to die, like maybe like if it's some catastrophic thing that happens to the planet and stuff like that, and they know if they don't help, they're going to die type stuff, and they lend their chakra to Boruto. I think that would be dope. I think it would be a good throwback or a good homage to Naruto and a good way to send the Tail Beast off.
I think the Tail Beasts, they're so weak on their own.
But
Like
collectively, bro, they're
normal,
like 10 tails though. Like so.
eh, are they though? I mean, like
I
like
think
like the Nine Tails was just like half the Nine Tails was washing like seven out of the Nine Tail Beasts like pretty much by himself.
But hear me
That's
out
great.
though.
Like I
When Obito absorbed the Tail Beast, correct, to become the 10 Tails Jinchuriki, right? But he wasn't able to absorb all of the Tail Beasts. He didn't get the 9 Tails, if I'm not mistaken.
I think he had like Genkaku and Inkaku. Like they basically ate like stomach lining and kind of had like pseudo nine tails. He didn't have like he didn't have anywhere near full 10 tails. He was like a pseudo 10 tails.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he was still like super like OP though. Like so if they was to collectively give Boruto their chakra on top of the chakra that Momoshiki already had, and on Boruto's as well, I mean it would provide a huge amp. Momoshiki wanted their chakra for a reason. So
yeah, no,
Maybe.
they I think Momoshiki wanted their chakra to kind of like it kind of builds a 10 tails collectively. I do think though that the Boruto riders they might have a utility with the tail beast by actually giving it to Boruto and Kawaki in a sense of like making them Jinchurikis. The question though, which is essentially what the what the donation asks, would the tail beast be receptive to that? I think they'd probably let Boruto use their power. Kawaki, I'm not completely sure. It might be certain
yeah, I was
situations where
just
they
all
don't.
on Boruto. I was just strictly
Yeah,
Boruto.
yeah, they might not trust Kawaki. Just the fact that just the fact that they can't be free anymore. Hypothetically, if that was actually the case, that'd be a huge sticking point. But also the fact that they gotta join into somebody that they barely know. I think that would be a difficult ask. But the Tail Beast itself, they right now at this stage, it's not necessarily going to be that much impactful when it comes to power. But a couple of things. Utility and chakra, those two things would be absolutely enormous. For example, the one tells Shikaku, he has essentially the ability to seal people. I think if you give Boruto that ability, it'll be extremely useful. Not only that, Son Goku, the four tails. We talked about his lava style like chakra mode or something like that. It could boost speed and strength. No matter how fast you are, you could absolutely use a boost to your speed and strength, similar to the what was it, the steam mode or what is the steam jutsu? I forgot what
Yeah,
it was, but
vapor
there's a
style.
bunch of
Yeah.
utilities.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of utilities connected to the Tail Beast that could 100% be a lot helpful. You won't necessarily win fights because of Tail Beast like how it was back in Shippuden, but it could definitely be useful.
I
Yeah,
think if
definitely.
anyone gets it, I would love like two possibilities. Give
Naruto.
it to Naruto. Yep. Or maybe like they need to bring Baryon mode back, and then they like sacrifice their lives to revive Kurama by some mechanic, and then like Kurama comes back and like we can get like enter him to Baryon mode. Like maybe
The
Kurama,
last Baryon mode.
yeah, yeah, something like that. Like I think that would be pretty fire. And then maybe kill Naruto and off. I don't know, but I think the Tail Beasts individually they suck, and I'm sure I'm sure if
Yeah,
you
individually, but together as a collective, I think they're
I think if you
they would do
combine the
quite well.
power together to create, like I don't think, put it like this: if you had like all the tail
Mm.
beasts at full power fighting off against like the 10 tails, like what they would have made, I still don't think they would win. I think the 10 tails is more powerful than all of them combined. Um,
Hmm.
I don't think he's like an accumulation of like all their chakra. I think he's like all their chakra plus, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, yeah,
But yeah.
I hear
Hmm.
what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah, that was good.
wanted to give a shout
Was
out to
mm,
this is Bobby from the Rebellion 5 podcast. He said I want to thank you for very much for coming through and being a judge on the debate we had with NMAI. Shout out to NMAI and the Rebellion 5 podcast. If y'all
definitely shout out to you
to
guys.
yeah, go ahead and subscribe to them. He said I hope I did you proud on the Sasuke versus Aizen debate because I told him I was a Sasuke fan and they had to win that one. But yeah, definitely made me proud on that one. So yeah,
Facts.
shout out
I
to them. Subscribe to their channels if y'all haven't.
100%. And we got some super chat. Oh, by the way, just shout out the channel name again. One last time. One last time.
It's the Rebellion 5 podcast and then NMAI.
Definitely. All right. So we got a couple more super chats. We got a $20 super chat from my guy, Full Time Killer. He says,
That's
"This
the
is
one I
Bobby."
just said. That's the one
Oh,
I just went
I'm
on.
frying. My bad. And then we got a $2 dono from my guy Chrome. He says, "Y'all think we'll get another female Otsutsuki? What would y'all think?"
Hey man, I got
Oh,
my thumbnail. Otsutsuki Queen, Big Ada. I don't know.
oh my goodness. So you
Yeah,
think Ada's the Otsutsuki queen?
I think I think there's something there with the whole theory that Ada and Damon are like those secret Otsutsuki, scratched out
Mm-hmm.
in the Tenzo's dimension. I mean, even if you just
Mm-hmm.
look at her like visually, like her aesthetic, she has like the stars and the moons, the
And the
crescent
moon and
moon
our eyes. Yeah.
on her little short shorts there, and even like Damon on his like jacket, he has like a star on the back. So this is like planetary, cosmic themes. And then like
Mhm.
her eyes have like the Otsutsuki side branch crescent moon with like the little symbol in the middle. So there's
Yeah.
she's linked heavily aesthetically to the Otsutsuki. Um and there's two of them.
Mhm.
So and some people were saying like the streaks in their hair could symbolize like hinting at their horns. She has like two and he has one. So like Kinshiki, Momoshiki, or Shikikage are the one and two horns when they come into pairs. So that's interesting, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
that's cool. I never heard that one though. That's cool.
I
That's dope.
Nah, I definitely think that that's possible. I mean, with the Ida thing in regards to the her being potentially being an Otsutsuki member or her getting her abilities from an Otsutsuki member, I think if it would be a certain situation like that, it'd have to be a certain situation where she got the abilities from Otsutsuki and not the fact that she's actually an Otsutsuki member. And this kind of ties into the fact that Ida might be Amato's daughter because I mean,
Oh
hey,
my
if
goodness.
Amato's daughter legitimately died, it might be a certain situation where he kind of wanted to like breathe life back into her body. What better way to do that other than turning into her into a cyborg? It might be possible.